How are you there? You okay? Okay, so I think did you look at the exercise?
Yes.
There were many questions you use them for practicing, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, for practicing. When you are free, you do some numbers like that, and so and you get them well, so that we move on. Now today I'm going to take you to. Let us now go to the graph. Now the graphical part, I'll need you to, anyway, in the book there you'll be able to just even draw, but with quadratics we like it or not, we have to use graph papers or graph books if you are to sketch the quadratic equations or solving them by using graphical method. So now I'm going to first take you to, that is the solving, that is simultaneous equations using graphical part, because I wanted you to first know how we can solve using the graphical part, then we can, those are the methods before we come to the graphical part. So now let us, in your books, let us just get like this. That is the solving. This one I'm just saying solving in simultaneous. Okay, equations using the graphical. So the graphical part, we are going to look for both. That is for lines, for simultaneous equations, and then in quadratic equations. So solving simultaneous equations using graphical method. This is what we should look at. So I think here we can say we can solve, okay, let us say like this on a paragraph, that we can solve simultaneous, okay, so we can solve simultaneous equations. I think here is like this, equations, okay, using graphical method, okay, by following the steps below. So we can say following the steps below. So I'm going to show you the steps which we follow if we are to solve simultaneous equations using graphical method. So the first step which we look here is we begin by finding coordinates, okay, finding the coordinates of the simultaneous of the given simultaneous equations, okay. So we get the coordinates of those simultaneous equations which are given, okay, of the simultaneous equations given. So we first obtain the coordinates. I'll show you how we get those coordinates, and then after that, the same way we shall also do to quadratic, okay. Then after that, we plot them, okay, we plot them We plot them on the same what? Graph. Okay? So we plot them on the same graph. So we plot those simultaneous equations but using the same graph paper, like there we are going to see. That's what they are meaning. And then step 3, the point of intersection, of the two graphs. Okay? Point of intersection of the two graphs, comma, gives. Okay? Gives the solutions to the simultaneous what? Simultaneous equations. So this is what we are going to just follow if we are to what? To sketch or to draw graphs of those equations which are given. So those equations can, like there you are going to see, I'll not explain much here. I just take you to the what? To the example. So the examples we can have here, they can say, now in this example, we can have like him, they can say use the graphical method. To solve the following simultaneous equations. So we are going to use the graphical method to solve those following simultaneous equations, and I'm going to have here A. So I will have here the first set. The first set of the simultaneous equations which we can have, let me see, we can have x, can have x, this is plus y, and this is equal to what? To 9. Then we have the second equation which is 2 what? 2x minus y, and this is equal to 12. So this is the A. We can have the second set of these simultaneous equations. We have here, let me see. Okay, the next set which we are having is 3 what? Okay, let me see here. Yeah, we have here, that is x. We have the second one as x, that's plus 3y. And this is equal to what? To 10. And then the second is we have 4x. Yeah, this is 4x, which is equal to 20. This is equal to 20 minus 2y. Okay, so we have those that A and B. They want us to use the graphical method to solve them. Okay, we use the graphical method to solve them. So if we are to do this, I'm going to show you exactly what to do. It is very, very, very easy. So if you have a graph book there, you can use the graph book, okay, to plot, like there we are going to see here. But if you have, even if you don't have a graph book, you can just draw in the book, so long as you try to make sure you are accurate. Anyway, let us see here. But in exam, you like it or not, you have to use a graph book. So when it comes to solution, let us see when it comes to the solutions. Now to solutions, we have A we have as x, we are going to begin with A. X, this is plus y, and this is equal to what? 9. Okay. The second equation is 2x. This is 2x minus y. Yes, minus y, and this is equal to 9. 12, not 9. It is 12. Okay. So now these are two equations. Remember, we are not going to use I showed you the methods: elimination, substitution. We looked at those ones. So now we have to look at a graphical. Now, if you are to do this, you begin with one of those equations. Like here, I can begin with x. I get the coordinates of this equation. I have this one is x plus y is equal to what? 9. Okay. Now, how do we get the coordinates? You can just make a simple table like this one here, like this. Okay. Just make a simple table like this. Like here I have. So I try to make a simple table like this. Now in this simple table, I can write here that this, here I'm going to write there the value of x. Okay. I'm going to write here the value of x, or the values of x, and then here the values of what? Of y. Okay. So I want to get the coordinates, and this is what I'm going to do. Okay. So I say I let x to be 0. It's not a must, but you are free to do that. Okay. So when I say let x to be 0, so what happens? I'm going to use this in this number. I mean in this equation. So when I let x to be equal to 0, I'll come to my equation, I substitute there. Where x, because the equation is x, which is plus what? 9. I mean plus y is equal to what? 9. So in the position of x, I substitute there 0. I'm letting. Okay? So when x is 0, I'll substitute here as 0 plus y, and this is equal to what? 9. Okay? So you'll find that 0 plus y, we get y, and the opposite side is what? 9. So meaning that when x is 0, the value of y is what? 9. Okay? So you get that. Then after that, you can do the same when y is 0. So you also let y to be 0. That is in the second, in the next column. Okay, so you let y to be 0, then you obtain the value of x, still using the same equation. So when y is the one which is 0, it means that we are going to be having x, which will be plus, it will be x plus 9. I mean y is 0, or we are letting y to be 0, so it will be x plus 0, and this is equal to what? 9. So x plus 0, we just get x on this side, and then which will be equal to what? 9. So also here we are getting the value of x as 9. That's when y is what? 0. Okay, so you are free to use any value. You can also say when x is 1, what is y? So you substitute in the equation, you get y. Or when y is 3, what is x? So also you substitute there, you get. They will all be right. So long as we get any two pair of coordinates, that is enough for that line. So I can now write my coordinates in this format. You know, coordinates, we write them in the format of that is x coordinate, then followed by y coordinate, and then we close the brackets. So the coordinates which I'm getting here for this equation are when x is 0, the value of y was what? 9. So this one here gives me the first pair. X is 0, y is 9. So this is the first coordinate. Then the second coordinate, okay, x is 9. Okay, x is 9 with these ones here. So I write that is the 9, 9 what? 0. So these are the coordinates of the first equation, okay, which we had as x plus y is equal to 9. So when we go to the graph, we'll just plot these points here for that line, okay? So meaning that we can go to the graph if we don't mind. Anyway, but let's first get for the second pair also, for the second equation. The second equation which we are having, it is the second equation which we have there, it is 2x minus what? Minus y, and this is equal to what? 12. Okay, this is equal to 12. So also we do the same. We make a table like this. Okay, here like that. So still we draw the table for this second what? Line. So here I'll have x, and then here I'll have what? Y. So I look for, I let x to be 0. Let x to be 0. And then we substitute in this equation. So when we let x to be 0, the equation will be 2 times what? 0 minus y equals to what? To 12. Okay? So you'll find that here we have 0. 2 times 0 is 0. So minus y, this will give us what? 12. Okay? So what is y? Okay, now this side will be having negative y equals to what? To 12. But we need to get the value of y. So you divide both sides by negative what? 1. Also this side by negative what? Negative 1. So you'll find that at this moment you get the value of what? Of y this side, because negative by negative goes, so the remaining is positive y, and to be equal to positive 12 divided by negative 1, we get negative what? 12, like this. So here the value of y is negative what? Negative 12. So you write it in that column. That is when x is 0, y is negative what? 12. Okay? So here you are substituting x when x is what? 0. Okay? So after that, you do the same also in this next part. That's when y is 0. So when y is 0, still we are going to substitute in the equation. Okay? So when y is 0, from our equation there we are having 2x. So it will be 2x, okay, minus 0. We are substituting in the position of y as 0, and this is equal to what? To 12. So this side we are going to be having only 2x. This will be equal to what? Positive what? 12. So we divide both sides by 2. Also by what? By 2 this side. So 2 by 2 goes, so we remain with x this side, and x will be equal to 6. That's 12 divided by 2, we get what? 6. So here we get what? 6. Okay? So you write the 6 in that column there, which is as the value of y. I mean x, because y, when y is 0, x is 6. When x is 0, y is negative what? 12. So this is how we get. Then you can write down your pair of the coordinates. Okay? The pair of the coordinates, or the coordinates which we are having for this equation, they should be written in this form. So we begin with 0, and then, so 0, negative 12. You begin with the value of x. So 0, negative 12. This is the first coordinate. Then the second coordinate is the 6, 6 is 0. Okay, when x is 0, 6, x is 6, when y is what? 0. So these are the coordinates which we are having. Okay, like that. So like I told you that you have to get these coordinates. Then after getting these coordinates, you can be able to go to the graph and we plot them. So we have got our coordinates of those two equations. So the next step will be plotting. Okay? Is there any question? Okay, I hope you were writing. So I want us to plot. I want us to plot. I can see x values 0, 9, 0. Okay, there's negative 12 as y. So I'll come to the graph paper here. Let me come to the graph paper here. I don't know whether it will work well for me, this graph, because I see it as if it is okay. Okay, let me see here if I can try to. Okay. I don't know whether it will be, because I see as if it becomes distorted. Let me try to see here, because I wanted it to fit well. I wanted them to fit well, all those coordinates. Okay, I think I can have like this. So let me try to draw. Let me try to use red. So I draw my axis. Okay. Let me draw so the horizontal. Because I have the coordinates there, we have 0, they have even 9. So we can use the one of even the. Okay, I think if this one doesn't work well, I'm going to just remove it. Say that we just use a part which is let me try to just, okay, let me just try to draw it freely so that I don't use the other one. Okay, so I have like this, then let me say I have here like this. Okay, I want to just draw, okay, like that. Yeah, this one will work well. So let me have here like this, say that I have these lines here like this. Then I draw also here as the x. So I have here the x. By the way, I have even here square lines. Yeah, let me use these ones like this. Yeah, this is better. So I have here like that. Now we are having this is our x-axis. This is the y what? This is the y-axis. Okay? This is the y-axis. Now here I'll have 2. I think I'll use 2. 2 here. 4. 4 here, and then here 6. 6 will be here. Okay. Then here it will be what? 8. 8. Will it work well? Okay. So meaning that the upper part will be 9. So let me try to just move slightly here like this. say that y will be somewhere there. So here, this is 10. Then on the other side, we have here 1, also true. We have 4. Me, I'm using a scale of 2. So 4, I'll have here 6. Then here I'll have 8. Then what? 10. 12, like this. Then on the other side also, negative 1. I'll have here negative 2. Negative 3 here. Negative 4. Oh, and none. What am I doing? To the scale of 2. Okay, so this is negative 2. This is negative 4. We have to be, it has to be uniform on the horizontal. This is negative what? 6. Negative 8. Negative 10. Okay. Negative 12. I think that is enough. Then down, I'll have here negative 2. Negative 4. I'll have here negative 6. Negative 8. Okay. Negative what? 10 here. Then I think I'll move slightly down to find the negative 12. Okay. Then I can be able to do my plotting of those two equations. Okay. I think I can begin with the first one. The first one, we have the coordinates are 0, 9. 0, 9. Meaning I look for 0 on the horizontal axis and then 9 on the vertical axis. On the horizontal axis, 0 is here. Okay, 0 is here. So on the vertical axis, 9 is somewhere here. 9 is between that 8 and 10. So 9 is in the middle here. Okay, so I mark there at 0 what? So this point is at 0, 0 what? 9. That point there. Then the next point is at 9, 0. I'm plotting now. I'm plotting this. Okay. The next point is 9, 0. So 9, 0, 9 on the horizontal axis or on the x-axis, positive 9. Positive 9 is between 8 and 10. So it is in the middle here. Okay? So this point here, it is 9 on the x-axis and then 0 on the y-what axis. So when you come here, you should be able to what? To plot. Okay, so these are the two coordinates. These are the two coordinates of that first equation. Okay, so you can see the first equation, which was x plus y is equal to 9. The coordinates were 0, 9 and 9 what? 0. So on your graph, this is what you should this is how you should what? Plot it. Okay. Now after that, then I'm going to draw a line passing through these 2 points which I've plotted. Okay, remember it has to be a straight line. Okay, so you use a ruler like this. You join those 2 points. Okay, so you join a line which is passing through these 2 points like that, and that line you can draw it as long as you can, like that. So this line is the one for x. So this line is for x plus z plus y, which was equal to what? 9. So we have drawn the first graph. Or we have already drawn one of the graph. Okay? But they said we should draw on the same graph. So you draw that one for the first equation, which is x plus y is equal to 9. Remember, we got the coordinates. We got the coordinates up there and we plotted them. So then after that, we also do the same to the second line. The second line, the coordinates are 0, negative 12. 0 on the horizontal axis, 0 on the horizontal axis and negative 12 on the y-axis. So 0 on the horizontal axis is here, and then negative 12 on the y-axis. It is down here. This is where that point is. Okay? This point is 0. That is negative what? 12. Okay? So we plot that point here at that line like that. Then the next point, we plot also this next point. The next point is 6, 0. Okay? That is 6 on the horizontal axis. You look on the horizontal axis, 6 is here, and then 0 on the y. So it means that that point is exactly at 6 here. Okay? So this is where the point 6 what? 6, 0. Okay? As that coordinate. So then after plotting those 2 points, we can draw a straight line through those 2 what? Those 2 points. So you put here long ruler. Oh, sorry. Me, I'm not using a long ruler. So we get a long ruler here and we draw a line. Okay? We draw a line passing through these points here like this. Okay? So when you draw your lines through these points, you'll find that the line will be like that. So you draw it until it crosses the other one. Okay? You draw it until that line crosses the other one, and this line, it was 2. Okay? It was 2x. I think it was 2x minus y, which is equal to positive what? 12. Okay? Equal to positive 12. So now, after drawing like that, we can get our solutions. And what are the solutions? The solutions are simply where those 2 lines are meeting. Okay? So you can see where they are meeting. These 2 points. These 2 points are meeting here. This is the point of intersection. I think I can write here, okay? That this is the point. Yeah, I can write here. This is the point of intersection. Okay? And it gives the solutions. The solutions of these simultaneous what? Simultaneous equations. So that point of intersection is going to give us the what? The solutions of the simultaneous equations. So that point, we can read the x value downwards. Okay? We read the x value here. You can see I'm trying to use the arrow. Okay? We read the x value here, and you'll find that value, I think it is 7. Isn't that value 7? Because it is exactly in between 6 and 8. Okay? That value is 7. You can see it is exactly. Because if you had plotted on the graph, it shows you exactly that point. So you read that value on the horizontal axis as x, and it is 7 in this case. In this case. Then on the vertical axis, also read this value. Okay? Read that value there, and that value is the value of y. So you find that the value of y which we are getting here, it is what? 2. Okay? So meaning that therefore the solutions, okay, solutions are, what are the solutions? So you write down the solutions, okay? So what are the solutions? We say the solutions are, that is x is equal to 7, and the y is equal to what? Y is equal to 2. So we have solved the two simultaneous equations using graphical method. Okay? Yes? Is it clear? Yes, remember, do you have any question? We work out another question. Friday we shall plot quadratics. Today we are just plotting the simultaneous equations. Okay? So let me show you the second question and then, okay? I hope you were, as I was drawing, as you also drawing, so that we move well. Okay? Or you can take the screenshots, you just complete it later on. Now maybe I can now take you to B, okay? Because B we have there, we have those ones there. Let me try to adjust the background like that. So let me take you to B. Okay. So B, we are having the two equations which we are having. We have x, which is plus 3 what? 3y, and this is equal to what? 10. So the second equation which we are having, it is 4x my equals to 20 is equal to 20 minus 2 what? 2y. So still we want to solve this using graphical method. So the way I say it, begin with 1. X plus 3y equals to what? 10. Okay? So draw a table for this to get the values. Okay? Then you just make like this, that is enough. So you write here that this is the x, and then this is what? Y. Okay? Now you can say you are free to do whatever ways. Okay? Only that there we have 3y. Let me see. Well, we had it where? Okay. Now, it's not a matter that you have to use 0. You are free to use even, okay? You are free to use even, okay? Like you can say, what's the value of y when x is 0? And what's the value, you can say, yes, you are free to use any. It's not a matter that you have to use 0, but you use a value which is near. Like in the first case, we're using 0. Okay? Like here I can say, what is the value of y when x is 1? Okay? It is up to you. But you don't use a big one, because at least you have to be near 0, 1, over 2, like that. So when x is equal to 1, okay? When x is equal to 1, what's y? So we are going to substitute there 1 plus 3 what? 3y, and this is equal to what? 10. So I think this one will come to the opposite side. Here I'm now using 1. It's not a matter that you have to use 0. You can also use 1, you can use 2. So this is equal to 10 minus what? 1. So 3y will be equal to 9. It will be equal to 9. So divide by 3. Divide by what? 3. So you find that the value of y here will be equal to 3. So here I get the value of y at 3. I write it in that part of y. So I have got 3 as y. Then you do the same. What if I say what is the value of x when y is this? You're free to use any value. Like now I can say what of when y is 0? Okay, so meaning here I'll say when y is equal to 0, I want to get the value of x. So when y is 0, I'll substitute 0 in this expression. Okay, we are substituting, we are getting for this one. Okay, this one here. So we have here like that. Then it means that I'm going to substitute there. I'll have x plus 3 multiplied by 0. And this should be equal to what? To 10. So this will be x, which is equal to what? To 10. Because 3 times 0 is 0. So x will be equal to 10. So the value of x is what? 10. So what are the coordinates? The coordinates are 1, 1, 3. Okay, these are the coordinates, x, y. And the 10 what? 0. 10, 0. These are the coordinates of the first what? Line. Then the second line which we are having there, can you remove this? The second line which we have there, it is the 4x, 4, that is x equals to 20 minus what? Minus 2y. Okay, so still here I can make that simple table whereby I will have here the value of x and here the value of what? Y. When x is 0, let us see when x is 0. When x is 0, what is y? It means that there it will be 0. 4 times 0 is 0. So this is the 4 times 0. Let me show you. 4 times 0 is 0. So it's equal to 20, which is minus what? 2y. So 4 times 0 is 0 equals to 20, which is minus 2y. I can now, I want to get the value of y, so I can subtract 20 on both sides. So 0 minus 20 will be equal to 20 minus what? 20, okay, minus 2 what? Y. So 20 and 20 cancels. So I remain this side with 0 minus 20 is negative 20. And this is equal to negative 2 what? Y. So I can divide here by, okay, I can divide on both sides by negative what? Can divide by negative 20. I mean negative 2. So by negative 2 by negative 2. So you'll find that this side we are going to get y and to be equal to positive what? 10. That's the value of what? Of y. Then the value of, so meaning the value of y, here we are getting it as what? 10. Then what of when y is 0? That's when y is 0. Can also do this. When y is equal to 0, we substitute still there. It means that we are going to be having 4x. To be 4x equals to 20. Equals to 20 minus 2 times what? 0. Okay, so we will have on this side 4x, then on the opposite side we will have 20, because 2 times 0 is 0. So divide both sides by 4, then also this side by what? By 4. So you find that the value of x which we get, it is 5. So here I get 5. Okay, so therefore the coordinates here are 0, 0, 10 for the second equation. 0, 10, 0, 10, and the 5, 5, 0, and 5 what? 0. Yes, so we have also got the coordinates of that second line. So you make sure you get 2 coordinates of each. Then they will help you to get the what? To plot. Now when you come to the graph, I think I should just rub off the whole of this. Okay. So when we come to the graph, we are going to just okay, so on the graph still we have our points there. We have our points which are there, and we are going to plot them. So I think I'll have the graph here still. Let me use again that page which was having squares like this. I think I can zoom out. Yeah, like that. So still I want to draw this graph here. So I'll have here like this. This is the y-axis. Then because I don't have, so I look at my points. My coordinates I have there 1, 3, 10, 0. 0, 10. Okay, so I don't have much of negative values. So I'll have here also, I can draw the horizontal one here like this. Yeah. So I have here like that. I don't know whether they can reach the 10. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, yeah. They'll be able to reach 10. That's when I try to what? To make it longer. The same thing to the horizontal. So when I just make it longer here like this, so I can have here y, and then here I have the what? The x. On the horizontal I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes, they reach. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have here 0, 2. Let me just be jumping 2. I write 2. Then again I jump 2. I write here what? 4. Then I jump 2. I write here 6. Then 8. And then what? 10. Okay. So I have there like that. These are the markings on the vertical. Then on the horizontal axis, also the same. I can also be jumping true. I write here true. Then here 4. So you are free to do this. I write here 6, then 8, and then what? 10. Okay. So I don't have any negative value. So if I have, maybe on this side is -2, of course, -4, like that. But I want to plot now. I think I can begin with this second line. Okay, let me begin with the first one. The first one, the coordinates were 1, 3. 1, 3. So 1 on the horizontal axis, 3 on the vertical axis. 1 is here. Let me use the red. 1 is here on the horizontal. Okay? 1 is here, and then 3 is here. So where they are meeting around here. So this is where they are meeting. 1 on the horizontal, +1 on the horizontal, and then +3 on the vertical. So this is the point, which is 1. This point is 1, 3, like this. Then the second point was 10, 0. 10 on the horizontal, which is positive, +10. +10 is here, and then 0 on the vertical axis. So meaning that point is here at 10 on the horizontal. Okay, that is 10, 10, 0. Then after that, I can be able to draw a straight line through these points. So I stand here, just the same way we did with the other one. Okay, so we stand there, you draw a line through these points here. Okay, so even me, I have a ruler here, so I draw a line like that, and this line is passing through those points like that. Okay, so this equation is for what? I have to label it. It was x plus 3y is equal to 10. X, this is x. Okay, I can label it x plus z, that is 3 what? Y is equal to what? 10. So I have this is the line for this one here. Then after that, I can also plot the second one. The second one, the coordinates are 0, 10. 0, 10. That is 0 on the horizontal axis, 10 on the vertical axis. So 0, 10 is somewhere here. This is where 0, 10 is. Okay, I can write there. This is where 0, 10 is. 0 on the horizontal axis, 10 on the vertical axis, 0, 10. Okay, then the second point is 5, 0. 5 on the horizontal axis, 0 on the vertical axis. So 5, 0. 5, 0 is here. Is between 4 and 6. Okay, this is where you find 5 on the horizontal and then 0 on the vertical. So meaning that point is this. This is 5. 5 what? 0. So I'm writing that so that you can be able to know 5 on the horizontal and then 0 on the vertical. So after that, I can draw a line through these points. So drawing a line through these points, let me scroll up here so that I can see that point. So I draw a line through this point. Yes, I draw a line through this point and that one there. So when you draw that line, you can see. Okay, so this line will be like that. Okay, I'm trying to just make it longer. So you can see the two lines when I draw them on that one there. So and then I can label it 4x is equal to, this is 4, this line is for 4x, which is equal to, I think it was equal to what? Let me see. 20. Okay. 20 minus 2 what? Minus 2y. Okay. So now if I ask you, what are the two solutions to these simultaneous equations? What's the value of x and what's the value of y? Who can tell us? Yes, unmute yourself and you tell us. Do you see where the two lines are meeting?
X is equal to 4 and Y is equal to 2.
Yeah, as simple as that. As very, very simple as that. Okay, so thank you very much. So down we read the value of x, and then on the horizontal, I mean on the vertical, we read the value of what? Of y. Okay, so x will be equal to 4, and then y will be equal to what? To 2. Y will be equal to 2. So it is so good to conclude that, see, so this is how you conclude in your book, or so you just say in your book, like, from the graph, comma, okay, from the graph, okay, you can say from the graph, comma, the two solutions, I mean the solutions are, and then you write them down. That is the value of x. The value of x is 4, and then the value of y is what? 2. Even when you use substitution or elimination, or even there's another method which we shall look at after matrices. There's that topic of matrices which we shall first look at before we look at matrix method. So that is how we solve simultaneous equations using graphical method. So that's where we are stopping, so that you go for your next lesson. I don't know whether you have any question. Meanwhile, I'm going to send you some questions here which you'll be able to what? To also graph. You'll plot them. Okay? So you can go for your next lesson. Let us stop there.